You know, hunting for me is just a break. It's mental health time. It's getting out in God's creation.
That when Jesus died on the cross, Jesus died as the Son of God.
Pastoring, sometimes it's emotional, it's mental, it's a lot of dealing with other people's heaviness, burdens, sadness, and all of those things. And so when the fall comes for me, it's a time to get away. And oftentimes I get away in places where the phone doesn't work. And it's a time for me just to reconnect with the Lord. You say something? Across the bridge. I don't say him.
1, 2, 3. Love God, spend time with your family. Be kind, uphold the law. Or a few things you can do to be like Paul.
Oh, we ain't got a little fight to it this morning.
Go to work, go to church, keep your word, that's all she wrote. Or a few things you can do to be like God. If you want to be like Rev, get in the word when you awake.
Listen, keep your faith.
Jesus right along every step you take. And if you want to be like Hank Parker, he puts God first in everything he does. And we do things the way it was.
So I didn't get drawn for Kansas.
Well, everybody that we put in didn't draw in Kansas, and this is the first year the Rev hasn't hunted in Kansas in probably about 12, 14 years. But he didn't draw a tag.
But I did get drawn in Illinois. I've never been to Illinois. And so we're getting ready. We're going to be heading out just in a couple of days. And I've got an archery tag, and I drew a muzzleloader tag. And so we'll be heading out and be hunting the week before Thanksgiving. So we're going to get this bow tuned up and make sure we're on before we head out. Dead deer right there. Double lunged him.
This is my first time to ever hunt in the state of Illinois, and went up to South Fork Outfitters in Mendon, Illinois.
Yeah, I'm good.
Day one in Illinois. A little chilly. We drove all night long. We got in about midnight. And now we're up. We got up at 4, getting ready. We're heading to a farm about 20 miles north of here. And so we're looking forward to a good day. So hang with us. Funnel through and come right through this gap this way, but they ain't doing nothing this morning.
Shoot around like in places
Yeah.
like you shoot long ways. But on this side you can shoot.
The Rev, bless his heart, he didn't draw in Kansas, and I mean, he was just downhearted. So, you know, I think he thought he was going to try to up one on us, and so he books him a hunt in Illinois.
So I've had a lot of deer been using this corner, either going left out of here or coming right up this. And then
I guess he thought he was going to go up there and kill that 30-point buck that you hear that song about,
And that's when I seen it there, the 30-point buck.
and come back and talk about it.
like the deer that come from this side come out of this corner, like right here out of this. They come off this trail.
All right, this is our first day in Illinois. It's November the 15th. We drove all through the night last night. Church was Sunday. Had a great day. We're in a great spot, so just hang on with us. Maybe we'll have some action.
It's November 16th, Illinois, week before Thanksgiving. The first shotgun season's gonna open up here in a couple of days. Bucks have been moving all morning. We've been trying to take a minute and tell you what's going on, but every time we do, a deer walks out. We've seen a bunch this morning. Just had a really nice broke-horn buck chase a doe by us.
You know, when you hunt in Louisiana in the pine woods, you don't get to see as far, and there's not a lot of big fields. And I don't know in Louisiana if I've ever seen two bucks fighting before. See a lot of chasing during the rut, and so we got to see some pretty interesting things.
The rut is on. It's going good.
So look, in this scene, you see a buck mounting a doe. And so it reminds us that it's male and female, right? And we don't get mixed up when we look at nature. God hasn't messed this thing up. We're the ones who mess it up.
We may sit all day and things keep going like this. We just haven't decided yet.
Man, just walking in the lodge, you can see the quality of deer that's here in Illinois, especially in this part of Illinois. We knew we were at the right place.
Illinois, we're up here on with South Fork Outfitters. All right, day 3. We're in the tree this morning in Illinois. Man, things have kind of lulled. Some of these bucks may be locked down with does, who knows?
You know, everybody wants to hunt in the rut. Well, me and Goat, we kind of felt like, you know, before the rut is a good time for us, because during the middle of the rut, they get locked down and you ain't gonna do nothing with them.
We've seen a little bit of action, a couple of little bucks running does around. I want you to know, I got a new cameraman with me this week.
He's a hunter by name only. Hunter doesn't hunt much, but he's a video guy for me sometimes on these trips. And
hey, we're out here in the stand, and
he kind of is a rookie at this.
we got some things happening, but we're gonna wait till we see something before we make a shot.
Hunter from the church, my worship pastor at the church, is videoing all of this weekend.
And so he was a little nervous and trying to get everything ready for the trip, and he didn't want to mess up, and so he tried to get things organized and ready for low light situations and just time in the tree.
And I want you to know he's winning a blue ribbon for Husband and Dad Award this week. Monday, his son had tube surgery. Tuesday, he and his wife closed on their house, and he's in Illinois with me.
Oh, yeah.
So y'all pray for Hunter.
Do you feel it? Feel it. This be the day. This is it.
And I'll probably be busy when I get home doing counseling appointments with he and his wife. So.
My first trip, I got to go with an old friend of mine I was going to church with 20 years ago. His name's Todd Jackson. We've been hunting together before, gone on elk hunting trips in Colorado, and this was a great time to reconnect and in a place that, man, it was just awesome.
All right, I know this looks a little different. Last morning for archery, we were sitting over in that tree. We saw a lot of bugs coming out of this little opening here. One of them ran right down the road, and my buddy Todd shot it. We think it's the big 9 that we've been looking for. And so we're just set up here waiting. I want to show you something though. This is the first shotgun season. It's November. the week before Thanksgiving. Illinois has early shotgun season where you can use a muzzle loader. Now what I'm shooting is not your grandpa's Hawken rifle. When I sighted this thing in the other day at 100 yards, I was putting them in the same hole.
Me and Goat know why the Rev didn't kill in Illinois, because he left his guides in Kansas. We was in Kansas. And
Rev got back from Illinois without a deer, but he's got boys down here in Louisiana that hunt, so he got to take one of his boys out with a crossbow.
I ain't never killed a deer with a crossbow before. I just shot it before we left the house. So we're gonna see if, I don't know if that's cheating or not with a crossbow, but we're gonna see if we can't stick a doe with a crossbow.
So back in Louisiana, my middle son, Jake, is a junior in high school. And Jake loves to hunt. Jake's a cowboy now. He owns his own cows, he's got a horse and does the cowboy thing, but Jake loves hunting too, and he's never killed a deer with a crossbow, and so this is a first for him.
All right, this is my dad's Father's Day present.
Dad's kind of getting to that age where he can't pull a bow back anymore. He's got some shoulder issues.
And man, this thing is sweet. Dad'll be 77 this year, still loves to hunt, but just has had some shoulder problems, can't shoot that compound like he used to. And so this is a solid answer.
The whole crossbow thing was new for him, so we had to get it all tuned up and sighted in and ready. And so he came on down to Louisiana, and we got everything ready for him to head back up to Arkansas to hunt.
And you ready to hunt some deer? It's looking good. A little left, a little low, but dead on.
A week after Dad got home from sighting his bow in, he got COVID and ended up having to go in the hospital. And 2 weeks later, it was Labor Day, and Dad passed away and never got to use his crossbow. And but the good news is, Dad knew Jesus. While we are sad and say goodbye for now, we'll see him again, and we look forward to what heaven offers us through Jesus Christ.
All right, well, we're down here on our land in Louisiana. He's never killed a deer with a crossbow. He never even shot one until this afternoon. He shot it twice in the target.
This is really something cool, because a gift that was given to my father for Father's Day, his grandson gets to use it.
Jake went to school this afternoon. He's going back in the morning, so if we can kill a deer between those two, that'd be a pretty good evening. So hang on and watch, and let's see what happens.
And Jake got to kill his first deer with a crossbow, and it's kind of like Dad's legacy is living on through Jake.
Oh, we just had a big old spike, and a nanny come in about 30 yards to the corn pile, and we sat there and watched them eat for a while.
I don't think it's going to be a trophy doe, but I think it's going to be a chopper, and we like choppers around here.
Hair in the tree. There's blood all over it. Huh? There's blood all over it.
Is there?
Yeah. There's blood all over it.
Blood, that's a good sign right there, Jackie.
That blood way over here and blood way over here. I think she was coming out both sides. Fell down here. She fell in here. Wow. I see a dead deer. Domino. That's a good shot too.
That's a good deer.
There's a verse in Revelation 21, it's verse 4, and it gives us the hope of heaven. Listen to what it says. It says that in that day, He, Jesus, is going to wipe away every tear from their eye. There's not going to be any more crying. He also says that there's not going to be any more pain or mourning, that the old things will be passed away. I don't know about you, but I long for those days when God will wipe away every tear. No more mourning, no more pain.
Hey, we're back in Illinois. This is my first hunt on my second trip. It should be toward the end of the rut. We're kind of hoping a big mature deer, maybe be cruising through checking for does. Tall and narrow. All right, well, wraps up archery season for me here in Illinois. We kind of had a frustrating afternoon once we got up in here. Tomorrow starts shotgun season, the second shotgun season in Illinois, and I just happen to have a tag for that too.
All right, we were leaving without a deer, but we're not leaving disappointed.
We're gonna head back and slip that way and get to the truck, and then we're heading back to Halton.
And in fact, I'm already planning to put in for the draw again next year. I'm coming back to Illinois, and I'm going to get it done in 2022.
Illinois has not been good to me. I just shot a doe, 313 yards. I sent you pictures of the exit wound. She dropped right in her tracks.
Hey, I wish I could have shown you this in this episode what this muzzleloader can do. But we're about to do something we've never done before.
And we have meat and blood and bone 12 yards past her.
I got to use it this year, 2022 season in Kansas. I drew a tag and watch this impact on this long-range muzzleloader. Check it out.
Oh, Lord. She's about to get behind the... She dropped right there. All right, I just wanted you to know I'm doing a commercial for your custom guns here in a minute, and we're gonna try to get you to making some more of these things. I'm a happy customer.
Look, I'm just the guy. All I got to do is just find the animals and let them do the shooting. I ain't even got to worry about shooting.
Wow. That was my gun builder back in Halton. This whole thing is heavy now. I'm gonna be honest with you. That barrel is heavy. It's about 20 pounds worth, but it's a custom JBW Customs in Halton, Louisiana. He'll build you one just like it. It's on a Remington 700 action, 45 caliber muzzle loader. Shoots a 303 grain bullet, and it's lethal. She didn't take a step, and we blew parts of her 12 yards on the other side of her. Oh.
You know, Lynn's been taking the Rev hunting since he was a boy.
I just get to do all the cleaning and cooking, and that Rev he don't know it.
And I remember one time, Lynn said, you know, I'm gonna get the Rev Social Security number. And I'm like, for what? He said, I'm gonna claim him as a dependent.
We were walking through this old cemetery, and man, my mind's just been going crazy as I walk through here and I look at some of these dates and names on here. And you know, the Bible tells us, "Oh death, where's your sting? Oh grave, where's your victory?" You know, and I think about this little old hill out here in the woods in Illinois. I think, man, so many folks left brokenhearted because somebody passed away that they loved so much. You know, this past year has been kind of crazy. My father passed away just a couple of months ago in September, and death is something that me and my family have been dealing with. I know some of y'all have been too, but think about that verse that says, death, where's your sting? Grave, where is your victory? For those of us who know Jesus, The grave has no victory over us. Jesus Christ has won the victory in my life and in yours if Christ lives in you. And so no matter how many years you've been buried, we wait for Jesus Christ to come. This guy has been buried here for a long time. He's waiting, if he's in Christ, for Christ to return. What about you? Have you ever placed your faith in Jesus Christ? Has there ever been a time that you surrendered your life to him to be saved? Listen, we would love to visit with you, talk to you about how you can have a relationship with Jesus so that when your last day comes, your grave won't have any victory holding you back. We've got some folks that love to talk to you. Across the screen is going to be a website. It's endthehunt.org, and you can type that in and you can visit with individuals, ask them spiritual questions, type questions to them on a live chat format. And our prayer is that you can get victory in your life with Jesus Christ. Hey, thanks for watching The Way It Was.
The Way It Was is brought to you by these fine sponsors.